Autism is a developmental disorder that appears in the first 3 years of life. Graeme visited Little Leaps, an NGO and preschool that caters for the specific needs of these young learners under the watchful eye of Principal Ashley Wagner.
Ashley, it is wonderful to be surrounded by so many happy faces, and I'm not just talking about the kids. The whole vibe here is incredible. Clearly, this is a labor of love. Talk to us about the kinds of conditions and the children that you're dealing with here.
Autism affects 1 in every 165 kids in South Africa,
Sure.
and that's just rising every year, so it's quite a scary stat. To be diagnosed with autism, you need a triad of impairments, an impairment in social, language or communication, and repetitive and obsessive behaviours. In my opinion, we should add sensory sensitivities to this list, because 99% of my kids have got some sensory issue, whether it be light sensitive, noise sensitive, and obviously a very common one is texture and touch. Because they find difficult to form relationships and to express themselves through language, it's often left them totally misunderstood and isolated, because they can't tell you how they're feeling and how they're reacting to their world. And if they've got an earache, how are they to tell us? And if they've got a sore tummy, how are they to tell us? And if they don't have language, it's hard. We've had a child that came with not one spoken word, and now we have to tell him to keep quiet in greeting session. It's really so cool. We see great progress, yeah.
Established in 2006, the school has already helped hundreds of youngsters between the ages of 3 and 7 years old.
Just spending a few minutes here, you can see how much help is actually needed. I'm sure support is vital, and that's where enterprises come in with some really novel ways of helping you guys and what you do.
Oh, they've just been so generous. They've donated to us decking out in the playground and shade covering over those decks, which has been so amazing, especially in the sunny and rainy season, so that we've got a covering, which is really cool.
Besides learning Makaton, a language of signs and symbols, the children also use the latest technology to communicate in creative alternative ways.
You can see how enamored the kids are with the iPads, but this of course becomes an incredible visual aid, especially in the communication with the non-verbal kids. Talk to us about these kinds of tools and the book that you've got there in front of you.
Cool, so our non-verbal children, we teach them how to communicate using sign language or a PEC system. PEC stands for Picture Exchange Communication System. So if they give us a picture of the toilet, we take them to the toilet, and that's how we teach them to communicate with us. So this is an example of Niha's PEC's book. So this is him saying, I want iPad, and if he gives that to you, that's him telling you he wants to play iPad. That's his sentence structure. These iPads have not only replaced our PEC's books, but they've also got so many cool apps and programs on specifically for autistic kids to teach them a variety of things. And it's not only fun, it's educational as well. So they're learning such a lot. It's just magic.
And
really
of course, they're being born on the right side of the digital divide. It's not going to take them months to learn how to use the iPad like us. Yeah.
Totally.
Is it sneezy?
They're showing us how to find these apps. Yeah, totally.
That's very cool.
Worldwide, autism receives less than 5% of the research funding of many less prevalent childhood diseases. Greater understanding of the condition brings greater support for the children.
For us, it's about helping out in different communities and in the communities we live and we work in. I've been involved with Ashley from Little Leaps. We're cycling the 94.7 together. So it's something I've known about, and the more I understand and chat to her about autism, the more I just realize how much help they actually need.
Little Leaps making massive strides for these beautiful kids with a lot of very dedicated support. We want to keep that coming. Man, a corporate partnership with community that leaves a very good taste in your mouth.
Being here really brought out the kid in Graeme again. The school's motto says it all. For every locked mind, there's a key to find. Enterprise proudly supports Little Leaps. Find more info on expressoshow.com.